What's up, guys? I'm back. I got my Broncos Outlook today, and I hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now the first pick, uh, I have you guys taking Devin White, LSU, baby. Now look, Devin White is definitely a top five prospect in the draft for me. Um, he was definitely one of my favorites to watch. And his speed is insane, and box to box quickness. Definitely gonna run like a 4.3 at the combine, and definitely reminds me of an Anthony Barr slash Deion Jones type linebacker, and will develop into a monster in his career. I think the Broncos take this pick and they don't look back. Um, you line him up next to Von Miller and Bradley Chubb, and I think you have yourself something. Anyways, next I have. I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong. I'm just gonna pronounce his first name, Amani. And I actually like this cornerback. I just cannot. I don't remember how to pronounce his last name, but Amani out of Penn State. Um, he's good. I mean, I don't really care for other cornerbacks in this draft. This Julian Love, and it's a huge gap for me. Um, and I'm sorry if I mean Julian Love and Greedy Williams are just the top two that I've been scouting because they're just more they're just fun to watch through the season. I was watching them, and don't forget Trayvon Mullins either. But I don't know if he could come in, but yeah, those three really good. Don't like all the cornerbacks in this draft class, and Amani may not fully go to the Broncos. He's definitely a fit in the second round for this team, but I feel like the Rams most likely will draft him. But he's good. I mean, hey, he's good. I mean, I'll probably have a few prospect videos soon breaking down prospects, but I mean, every prospect has its cons and its pros, and you know, he's good. I'm not a huge Penn State type of guy. I'm not gonna watch a lot of Penn State games, but from what I've seen, he's all right. I don't see anything that screams first round to me. Definitely, most likely be a second round guy, early second round. Not a uh, not really a first round guy, in my opinion. With the third round pick, I have you guys taking Eric McCoy, Texas A&M. The Broncos really need help for the offensive line. Case Keenum, every time I watch him, it feels like he has no time to throw. He feels uncomfortable, kind of Matthew Stafford effect. And Eric McCoy isn't too bad either. Um, Actually, not too bad of offensive lineman in this draft. Um, Eric McCoy could help some things, and the Broncos really need to get offensive line. That should always be. I always say that should always be the first priority. Teams worry about getting the quarterback first, but it should always be the offensive line first, and then the quarterback. Um, as a fourth pick, wide receiver Emmanuel Hall out of Missouri. Emmanuel Hall is talented. This is a deep wide receiver class, and I can't even really say it's like every week I have a new favorite receiver out of this class. But um, Emmanuel Hall is a good deep threat, and you know the Broncos wide receivers aren't that gonna be that good in that season. I mean, they're gonna be good because in this outlook we're gonna work on some problems, but you know they definitely are gonna be. They're gonna have to develop some receivers here soon, and I think he'll be an upside from them. They may not even take Emmanuel Hall, like it's such a deep class. They may take two receivers. They may take a different one than Emmanuel, but I like Emmanuel Hall for them. Put him in the orange jersey. You know, uh, with the 23rd pick in the fourth round, I was taking Kevin Givens out of Penn State. The Broncos need defensive line help, so I thought this pick fits them. I'm not really going to talk into depth into this pick, so you know, with the fifth pick, with the ninth pick in the fifth round, Matt Crosby out of Eastern Michigan. You know, um, you never. One thing that's interesting in the fifth round I like is that you never know who could turn out to be a stud in today's NFL. But you know, I thought the Patriots were really a good example because they drafted Christian Sam and Jawan Bentley, and they look like the real deal. Sadly, they got injured last year, but they look like the real deal, and they drafted them so late in the draft. You never know what somebody's gonna be. I'm gonna speed this up though. With the fifth pick, with the 18th, I keep reading around now. With the 18th pick in the fifth round, Kari Willis, um, just safety depth. I see the Broncos signing a safety in their free agency. I can't tell you which one though. With the eighth pick in the sixth round, Malcolm Bridgeon. These names, dude. Yeah, Malcolm out of Ohio State, man. He's a good guard that you can develop into something. Again, I said the Broncos could select two receivers in this draft, right? With the 23rd pick in the seventh round, I have them taking Van Johnson out of Toledo. I like what I've seen from this kid when I tuned into the smaller games. Um, and who's to say they don't draft Hunter Renfro? Who's to say they don't draft the Hunter Renfro type where Andy Isabella falls to him? This wide, like I said, this wide receiver class is ridiculous. It really is. Like what I've seen from JJ, Riley Ridley, um, it's ridiculous. I don't really have words to describe it. Last year's was crazy. I like Trey Quinn, and he was Mr. Irrelevant. I talked about that. And man, this wide receiver class is something else too. They just like to get better and better every year. Um, it's really fun to watch these receivers go out and play ball. Of course, when they're not lighting up your favorite team. But on the free agency, man. All right, man. All right, we do this every video. The Broncos, you need that extra free cap space. And some easy restructures will lighten up a little extra 12 mil or 10. So we restructure Von Miller and Brandon Marshall, and then we had to cut Emmanuel Sanders, and that got them to 50 mil, and I really like that. Again, sorry to the Emmanuel Sanders fans. Don't see him stand on. He's a really talented receiver, actually one of my favorite in the NFL, which is funny. But definitely don't see him stand on the Broncos. Or if he does, he would have to. Um, he might have to restructure his deal, to be honest. But yeah, he's getting paid way too much, and just the cap hit is $2 million to cut him, if I'm not mistaken. So I just think it was obvious choice. Now, as you can see here, I don't have the Broncos. I have the Broncos re-signing Shane Ray and Matt Paredes and Bradley Roby. I don't know who they're going to sign in free agency. I didn't try to guess. But I do have a trade prediction for you Broncos fans. I'm sorry I don't have someone, um, in this video for you guys to sign. It's not going to be one every video for every team. I'm sorry, guys. But I have a trade prediction that's Sean Lee to the Broncos. Oh, Sean Lee. The Cowboys definitely will be looking to get rid of him. And, that's something to look for. If the Broncos don't draft a linebacker, that's something to look for. Or sign a linebacker in free agency. But nonetheless, I'm out, man.